Welcome, guys. Welcome to Cinema Express. I'm chatting with Mr. Bharucha and director Vishal Surya about the film Chori, which is releasing on Amazon. It's a horror film set in largely one location, revolving around a pregnant woman who travels to a rural area and is haunted by secrets from the past. Nusrat, I'll begin with you. You're doing horror after a while. You have done one horror film before this, and personally, I also think of LSD as a horror film, although there is no ghost in it. Wanted to know how was it coming back to the genre? Is it something you've always looked forward to, and what got you into excited about Shuri?
I've been a fan of horror films. I watch a lot. I binge watch it actually. If someone tells me there's a new horror film that's released, I'll
Mm,
probably be sitting at home and watching it.
mm,
Because I enjoy watching them a lot. मेरे को डर बहुत लगता है. I'm screaming out loud and hiding behind shawls. But it's still one of those guilty pleasure, cheap thrills that I really have to indulge in also. There was no conscious sort of choice or decision to venture into a horror genre, really, or there wasn't a conscious choice or decision to be away from it either. I think it was just about getting the right script, getting the right story, something that kind of connects with you, moves you, and you feel like ये कहानी का हिस्सा मुझे बनना है, इस पिक्चर में मुझे काम करना है. वो फीलिंग आनी चाहिए स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ के सुन के. वंस वो आ जाती है तो मैं हाँ बोल देती हूँ.
right. Vishal, I got your original version of the film as well that you're done in Marathi. I wanted to know what was the challenge of, or what was the actually the initiating point for you to adapt this in Hindi, and were there much changes that you also had to make from the trailer? I'm guessing you've kept the basic setup and the characters and the basic design of the film similar, but were there changes also you had to adapt to make it in Hindi?
Yes, absolutely. Because when I'm trying to reach a much larger audience, which is the pan India audience, and which is quite a varied audience coming from various states with coming from different cultures, different traditions, the film has to be written a certain way so that you can make it relatable to that mass, the new audience that is going to come and watch the film. Also, the subject of the film is quite universal and global in its subject matter. Since you have seen the original, you are aware of it. And when we are talking about that particular social evil, that social evil exists not just in India but in multiple countries outside also. So there's a lot that the film has to portray, tell in terms of its story, in terms of its messaging, and that has to be done correctly for the correct message to reach the audience and the impact to be right. So it had to be written a certain way, it had to be adapted a certain way. The design of the film had to be changed a little bit so that everyone can relate to it. So those are the changes in terms of design and setting the world. But also in the way the character sees the situations, there are slight changes from the original to this one, because I myself have grown as a human being. Some of my thoughts are different now from what they were 5 years back. Also, actors Nusrat, Mitaji, they all add their little bits to their characters, how they see it, and it's a collaborative effort. So I'm always open to those suggestions. In fact, I welcome those suggestions. I need to know whether they feel what their character is doing is correct or not, whether they're convinced about what their character is doing. So I think all that separates the film from the original, makes it a little different. But as you rightly said, the soul of the film remains the same. uh, just a few things here and there make it different. But I can promise you that even though you have watched the original, you will love watching this new one also, and there'll be many things which you will find very interesting in this version of the film.
Nusrat, tell me this. What's also interesting here is, as opposed to, let's say, a traditional horror film where there's, let's say, a monster or a ghost, a large part of the creeps in the story at least comes from just the psychological state that your character is in, and there's a lot of flashes and there's a lot of story and mood and atmosphere that goes in hand with that. How was your experience? As an actor, building this character, being in that mood and the zone of the film, and because there's a constant layer of just the past and the psychology, and that sort of freaks you out more than just what's happening. So how was it? Sink your teeth into this
Oh,
environment?
very, very interesting,
Mm,
very fruitful, and a lot of fun.
mm,
I think I was like an eager child on set,
mm,
wanting to know and wanting to do more, wanting to explore more. I think one of the reasons that I wanted to do the film also was that I was in sync with the director so much, and we had
mm,
a similar sort of vision for the film. what
Hmm.
happens in that sort of state is you already know that what you're thinking, the other person also wants to achieve exactly that. So then you feel validated in your thought, and there you start exploring more, you start getting more imaginative, you start getting more creative, because you have a freedom of existing in that creation.
Right.
So for me, it was very interesting to find different things to do, to add to Sakshi, to react to on set. Um, I remember there is
Hmm.
this one bell of the
Hmm.
house, door
Hmm.
ka jo bell hai. I'd not even seen it when I was shooting for it the first few days, but in the scene in which they ring the bell, I was really scared with that sound.
Hmm.
And I took from that and added to that. You know what I'm saying? So just
Right.
these small things were so much fun to discover on set, to discover with this team, and to kind of bring that into Sakshi and do it. Um, मतलब
Hmm.
मुझे हॉरर एक्चुअली बहुत मुश्किल है करना,
जी.
क्योंकि आप उसमें ना रीटेक्स करना आसान नहीं है. You can do retakes for other emotions because I'm used to doing those, but I feel fear as a reaction is such a
Hmm.
I don't know
Hmm.
how to say, organic
Hmm.
first sort of reaction is
Right.
you can't I cannot even now tell you what I would react like if someone scares me from the back right now. I don't know what I will do. So if
Right.
I only don't know what my reaction will be, I can't predict it, I can't preempt it, and I can't retake it. I
Right.
can't decide कि मैं ये करूंगी. कौन कैसे कर
Right.
सकते हो आप? So वो
Right.
एक natural reaction आना ना बहुत amazing है, और जब वो आता है और आपको वो feel होता है, तो the joy of that is huge. Like I
Right.
come home
Right.
every day after shoot feeling very happy with what we have, shot in the day.
Just to
Right.
add what Nusrat
Hmm.
said, I think she has really given her heart and soul to the film. She has really, really worked hard because it is very, very difficult to portray this character. Uh, she's playing a mother, which she herself had to do a lot of research to imagine and to experience that what the feelings and emotions of a mother are. Upon that, that mother is out to save her unborn baby. So,
Hmm.
as an actor, to feel all of this and to keep giving takes and retakes while feeling the same emotion again and again and again, it was very traumatizing. There were
Hmm.
days when she was very traumatized and she was very exhausted, emotionally and physically also, because she had to run through the fields with that
Right.
heavy belly and all of that. So I think she has really given her everything to the film, and I think the final film shows her hard work.
Right. Right. Just, I'm very curious. Of course, a film shoot has its own rhythms, right? People are goofing around, joking, having fun. It's still for a work day for you guys. Is there a moment that is, in the sense that you're having a light moment and it's a heavy scene, let's say? How do you go about making that switch instantly? I'm sure as actors, once the camera rolls, you're there. But how do you go about, both as a director, create an environment when actor is able to just relax as well, and as well just be in that intensity, in that, make that switch very instantly?
I can't make switches.
Huh.
I can't. I
Huh.
can't be something else and then switch on for the scene. I come with that scene from the vanity. I come with that mood from the day before or night before. Until I don't do that, I can't. I can't. I don't get distracted. I mean, there are times when sir is there and I'm sitting in one corner in a chair, not talking to anyone, not interacting, because I know they will break it for me. Because of course when you're on set you need to talk to other people, you need to interact, and they're not in the same mental zone as you are, so they'll want you to have fun, chit chat.
Hmm. Hmm.
In times like this I isolate myself from them till I don't finish delivering it, and once I've done the shot then I'm like, all right, what's up, let's have a coffee, let's chit chat, what's happening, then I switch off. But till I don't deliver it I can't switch in and out. I can't.
Right. To both of you, there's been a wonderful wave of feminist horror in Indian cinema, I think, in the last 3-4 years, and it's become a wonderful vehicle to highlight certain issues. Instead of just making a social drama, this is a more immersive, more visceral way of getting audiences up close, with these issues and conflicts. Anyone who's seen the trailer will have a basic sense of where this is going as well. There's a pregnant woman there. We see shots of kids there. Just tell me about, Vishal, how much do you see horror as a vehicle to highlight issues of society and to do more than just be a scary thrill ride for audiences?
So I am not sure if I would call this a feminist horror.
Hmm.
It is a horror film
Hmm.
that wants to talk about something
Yeah.
about a certain social evil,
Yeah.
and it is not restricted to just the female audiences. I would invite all audiences to come and watch the film, because not just because I mean the protagonist is a female, that's correct, but that does not make it just a feminist film. That would, if I call it a feminist film, I would be probably some audiences might not come and want to watch the film, but that's not true. It is a horror film which has to say something. The message is organically weaved in this story. At the end of it, I think it will leave an impact on whoever watches the film. Without being preachy about it, we do not want to be preachy about it. We want the story to deliver that message, and not just be vocal about that particular message. And you have seen the original, so I'm pretty sure you have an idea of what I mean, right? So that's the, I mean, that's my take on this film. That's the way I've approached this film. And I hope that the audiences like it and admire it or appreciate it if they like it, and tell more and more people to watch it, and encourage and motivate this genre, so that this genre can be used to tell more compelling stories, to probably talk about more social evils. I mean, there are many social evils, and there always have been, and social and horror films are kind of a reflection of the social evils always, be it a metaphorically, be it straight on the face, or be it any other way of telling that story, but they've always been a reflection of those social evils.
Nushrata, anything to add to that? Because you also dig horror as an audience.
This film is that interesting for me because I think it's using horror as a tool or a technique to kind of drive through a larger message or a larger thought. It could be a simple thought also in for some other film. You know, it doesn't have to be a really hard hitting one, but as long as you can use these as techniques and tools to reinforce positive things back into the society or back into people who are watching it, and kind of steer them away from certain I don't know, evils, malpractices, or just certain, or
maybe ignorance. There's a lot of ignorance,
maybe,
so
yeah,
that it will
maybe.
just help them, to give them information or knowledge that this kind of things also exist.
Or exist, correct. Open their minds up. Maybe opening their minds up is the
Maybe,
correct word. To think otherwise, for them to question it and say, why not? Or why not that?
And speaking of what we have to tell in this film, since you have seen the original, you are aware that the issue that we are talking about is so horrific in nature that that I feel the horror genre can do ultimate justice to convey that message in its right manner.
Right. Got it. Meeta Vashish is a very inspired casting choice, because the actor who performed that role in the original was also, very scarily perfect, for that. How was it having her here? She's been a, huge icon of, our parallel cinema, and, a lot of wonderful work she's done before. Nusrat as well, how was the experience? There's a lot of huge dynamic. I'm sure there's a long dynamic between both of you throughout the film. How was the experience working with her?
No, great. I mean, I've had an opportunity to talk to her. Even apart from the scenes that we've done, we've sat and discussed life for a woman in this industry, or a woman in general. Things that were setbacks for her and how she dealt with them. Things that almost happened for her and then didn't happen for her. Just those things and those stories are just so enriching. You take so much from them. You learn so much from them. And to know it, sometimes you don't know stories about people. You don't know what they've gone through in life, or what's changed or shaped them, and what's made them who they are today, and who she's chosen to be today, without disrupting anything, without taking arms up and like making a whole hosha about it. She's existing in her world, which she believes is true and holds kind of connected to her, and happy. She's just happy. And you see that. I think that's one thing we can all tell you. Meeta ji, when she comes on set, she's such a whole person that you can't help but be drawn to her, and you can't help but take inspiration from her. So that's what she's been for me on set.
Right. Vishal, I'll end with this. Whenever we have, let's say, breakout hits or cult films from regional cinema that are translated for a pan audience, there's usually a criticism that comes that, some of the hardcoreness of it has been diluted. Some of, the real bite of it has been taken out of it. There's been Marathi films, wonderful Marathi films, which, the Bollywood remakes, people felt that, was more generalized in the sense that dilutes its impact. How do you counter? I've not seen Chori, so I can't comment on it, but how do you counter, someone who would remake this came, or what do you think would like to say to someone who might have the suspicion that a Hindi version of this might just dilute the film?
I think that is only for time to tell what the audience feel about the film. What I can say is that we have done our best. As I told you earlier, that it's been 5 years that I made the original. This is the new one. There is a journey that I have also gone through in these 5 years, and since it's my first offering in the Hindi film industry, I can say that I have not been lazy about it. I have really given it everything. Nusrat has not been lazy about it. She has given her everything, and I think that we did our best. Now it's up to the audience to feel and express whatever they want to. But I can say that it's not a lazy remake. It's not just a remake. It's a retelling of a story, and we have really given it everything.
Wonderful. All the best for Chori, guys. I had a wonderful chat. Looking forward. I hope the film scares and informs people in equal measure. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sheila.
Thank
Bye.
you, Sheila ji.
Bye-bye.